Hi everyone, this is Mr. Mott here. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the overview of Google Classroom's layout so that you know where things are and generally how this works. If you need help with logging into Google Classroom or setting up your Chrome browser to make it much easier for your child to access websites, other videos that may help with this technology implementation, visit the tech tutorial for parents playlist, which is where you actually can see this video right now anyways. And in this webinar, I'm not going to go into how to complete assignments through Google Classroom. I'm going to do that in a separate video because there's so many different ways to submit assignments. So in this one, it's just going to be an overview of what happens when you log in and what you'll see. Now, when you are on Google Classroom, you will not need to get like an email from your child's teacher. What's going to happen is your child's teacher should have already added your child into their classroom. So when you log in, all you'll have to do, or your child when they log in, is click on the join button, and then they will be able to access that class. If you're a middle school or high school student, your teacher may have posted on another platform the code to join your class. And to do that, all you would do is click the plus button here and then click join class. You input your code and click join, and then you're added to that class. Now, the overview here, when you log in, you'll probably only see one class. This is my personal account. I'm trying out different things. So the classroom I'm going to be using is Mr. Mott's K class. But when you log in, you'll probably see one class, maybe two or three, depending on how your school's setting this up. Now, before you get into your child's class, just check out on the left side, the three bars. This is just an organizational tool to help you out. You have a calendar where when you click on the calendar, you can see when assignments are due, or if your child's teacher is doing a meeting or online lesson, that might be on the calendar. It depends how your child's teacher decides to set that up. Now, don't worry about teaching. That's just because on my account, some platforms I'm teaching, some I'm not. But you will have an enrolled. You'll have a to-do, which will collect all the assignments from all the classes into one place. But don't worry, you'll be able to see the assignments in your child's Google Classroom. This is just another place you can find what you have to do. You'll find the classroom that your child is in. And then down here, you don't have to worry about archive classes right now. Settings, if your school district allows your child to receive emails and you're getting overwhelmed with emails, you can click on the settings button and change what emails you get. You can't change like get one email a day, or at the end of the week. You can only change like, do I get an email when assignments posted, or do I only get an email when a teacher comments on my work, things like that. Again, in my district in Groton, this is not an option to students. Email is not allowed. It's not set up for the students, so you don't have to worry about this, okay? I'm gonna hit the classes to go back to this home screen. So right here, when you're looking at your child's class, there's two buttons that you can pick from. One is the picture of a person. That means you can open this and see the work your child has from that class. So this is when you click, these are all the assignments. This is them. These are that are assigned. Once the teacher grades the assignment, it would show up here. Or if something's missing that your child missed, it could show up here. Now, this feature will only pop up if your teacher is using the grading feature or they decide to return with a grade, okay? Don't worry, again, this is just a shortcut. It doesn't mean that that's the only place. Your child's student work will always show up in their classroom under classwork. I'll get there in a minute. The other thing is there's a folder here. This folder is just for this classroom. You will see only your child's work. But if your teacher decides to put a folder in that has handouts that your child could use, flashcards, website resources, things like that, they may choose to post it in here for all the children in that class to be able to access. Okay, so let me go back to the classroom. the home screen here. Now I'm going to jump into an actual class. So this is my actual kindergarten classroom. So when you first log in into the classroom, you get onto what's called the stream. Your stream is like your Facebook wall. Everything that teachers post, like announcements, will show up here on this wall, your Facebook wall, you could say. If your teacher creates an assignment, it may show up on the stream. It may not. It depends on the settings that your child's teacher has picked. In my class, I decided to only have announcements show up on the first page, and all the classwork announcement stuff stays on the classwork tab. I just thought it looks neater and cleaner this way. So this may look a little different. You might have assignments pop up or assignments that shows PDFs or Google Docs right on this page. You also have the feature with these that you can take a post and comment on it. Just be aware that everyone in the classroom will see your comment if you post on something on this wall. Your classroom teacher may allow your child to actually post to this wall. Like right now, I could post something if I like. Or that your classroom teacher may choose to not allow your child to do anything with this wall, and only the teacher can post things on this wall. Again, this depends on your classroom. On the left side, there's a little kind of like a calendar feature. It's things to do, things that are scheduled that your child must complete will show up right here for you as well. Okay, and in this case, I have my school librarian has posted something to my classroom, and my gym teacher. So you could click on those videos and watch those videos. Okay, now the next thing is you have two other tabs: classwork and people. People will show you all who's in the classroom, but that's all you can do is you can just see a list of who your teachers are in your child's class and the students, and that's it. You can't email, can't communicate with them, anything like that. I'm not going to click on that because of confidentiality reasons. I don't want you seeing all the kids that are in my class. Uh, Classwork is the nuts and bolts. This is where your child's teacher is going to be putting assignments for or lesson materials or videos or all that great stuff is going to be right here under classwork. Here's the layout. Your classroom teacher may choose to use a topics feature, which means that they can assign, when they create an assignment, they create it under a topic so that your class work wall here looks a little more organized. So you can see that, oh, this is a morning work activity, this is a phonics activity, this is some sight word work, here's some reading work, handwriting science, and so on and so forth. You can also, what's great about this is if you're like, I just want to do reading with my child right now, you can click the reading tab and everything else will disappear. It'll just be the reading stuff. Or if you're like, no, I want to do sight words, you can click sight words and just sight words pops up. Okay. So that's a great tool, organizational tool. And you may see if your child has an IEP or a 504 and gets services from a special ed teacher, speech and language teacher, ELL teacher, math or reading support teacher, speech or language, you may see that topic pop up, and that would be that teacher providing whatever resources they need to provide just to your child. Okay. Now, there's also Google Calendar, which just like back on the other page, when you click on Google Calendar, it'll show you any assignments that are due on the calendar. And if your teacher decides to use Google Calendar to schedule meetings or online lessons or online read alouds, they may have it posted on that calendar where you click on it and then you can go to whatever the activity is. Not all teachers are using this feature, but I'm just letting you know it's there. The other thing is a class drive folder, just like I mentioned on the home screen. When you click on that, you will see your child's work, and your child's teacher may add a folder here that everyone in the class can see, where they can grab things like flashcards or charts for reading or charts for writing or ABC charts, things like that could be in the class drive folder. Okay. All right. So now let me show you the assignments part. Now you will see a couple of different items here, icons. So there's only a couple icons. There is the clipboard, which is the default pretty much for all assignments. And that is an assignment that your child should be completing. or it could be a quiz. If it's a quiz, it'll be a Google form where it's questions, what year did Christopher Columbus land in America? Or, what's the capital of Connecticut? Things like that. Questions like that. Now, you also have, so like these are just assignments that I created for my students. You may also see ones that's a question mark. A question mark is just that. It's a question for your child to answer. And it could be that they have to do a short answer, it could be multiple choice, or it could be like draw a picture or respond to it in some shape or form. I'll get into that more in a couple of minutes here. Another icon, you may get a blue K, which is Cami, which it's an assignment, but when you click on the assignment, it opens a Cami app that your child can then annotate over the document. Again, I'm going to do that in a separate video if your child's teacher is using that feature. Another icon looks like a book with a bookmark, like these right down here. It's called the materials, but what it pretty much is it's a lesson or a group of materials on a specific topic. So in this case, I'm using it to collect a bunch of sight words specific to a unit. So my students can click on these videos and watch these videos. Okay. Or maybe your teacher is doing a lesson on, I'm going to be doing chickens. Have a couple of videos and websites related to chickens that a child could go there and explore and learn more about a topic. That's pretty much what materials is meant for. Okay. Now, whenever you click on an assignment here, so right now it gives you a preview, but you can click on view material. So I'm going to do this on this YouTube thing. And you can see here that these are just resources. You don't have to turn anything in. You just get to watch them. Okay. And then if you want, you can add a comment if your teacher enabled that feature. Now, on a different one, like this question, what do you like to do on a rainy day? It's a rainy day today. So you can click this is a preview. Click on view question. And then on the right side, remember this, on the right side, there is a box where you can type in your answer. Okay, so it's type your answer here. What do you like to do on a rainy day? Read a book. Sorry. So then you click the turn in button and that'll answer this question. Okay, now there is a box down here that says class comments. Your teacher may have this enabled, they may not. If you type an answer in that box, everyone in the class will see it, just a heads up. If you want it to be kept private, if you need to have a private conversation with the teacher, you can click private comments. But for this, you're just answering the question, so you click turn in. I'll talk about class comments and private comments in a second. So turn in, are you sure you want to turn in? You won't be able to turn, yeah, turn it in, please. Okay. Now, in this case, I allowed that you could see other students' answers, but your classroom teacher may choose not to. It depends on the assignment. It depends on the purpose of the activity. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back. Whoops, sorry, I went too far to the Classwork tab to see an activity that you could actually where you have to turn something in. So this is a sight word practice activity that I made just for the kids to try out. And so when you click on view the assignment, your child on the right side, you may have something attached for them to complete. Okay. In this case, it's draw a picture of something you like. And you'll see your child's name. That way, only your child is getting this document. Only your child can see it. Okay. So if you click on it, it would open either a Google Doc, a Google Sheet, a Google Slide, or a Google Drawing. Okay. And then your child can go ahead and answer the question. So in this case, watch the video, draw something that you like. I like basketball. Whoops, I have to, let me undo this here. So there's a drawing that way. I would like to use the scribble feature. So I like basketball, we'll say. And what I did was I just used the scribble feature. Okay. All right. So then, again, when you're done with the assignment, you just click the turn in button, or it may say mark as done. It depends on the type of assignment. Now, your child's teacher may ask you to attach a picture, which you could just do by clicking this add or create button. So you could add something from your child's Google Drive account. You could add a link to a website. You could add a picture from your phone, tablet, device, whatever you're using, or you could create your own document, slide, sheet, or drawing to answer this question. Again, read your child's teacher directions because that they will tell you how they want you to respond to this, okay? And when you're done, you click the turn in button. Before I do that, again, the class comment box, if it's available, anyone can see it. So if you have a question for a teacher and you don't mind other kids or parents in the classroom seeing it, go ahead and you can type it in there. Or if you have a question, but you only want the teacher and you to see it, as in your child, you can type it in over here, like, how do I attach a picture from my phone? I'm just making something up real quick. And then you send it. Okay. And your child's teacher response will show up underneath here. Okay. And that's me getting an email saying, oh, I got something I got to answer. All right. So then once you're done, you just click the turn in button. Okay. Am I sure I want to submit this? Yes, please turn it in. Thank you. So that goes over the assignment page, how you can add things and create your own. I also talked about the class comment feature and then also the private comment feature. Okay. Now, so again, this video was just to give you an overview of what Google Classroom looks like from your child's perspective. In another YouTube tutorial, I'm going to actually show you the different ways you either attach assignments or complete assignments, okay? So please look at my parent tutorial YouTube playlist, and I will have that posted there, okay? Now, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have tech questions or issues like accessing your child's account, please email your child's teacher. And I also, if you're need other support with Google Classroom, you could comment to this video or also check out my other tutorials that are on the YouTube page. And I hope you found this really useful. Please, give it a thumbs up or add a comment below. And I thank you for your time and good luck.